All right. One more time. Do this again. Appreciate y'all coming back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I am sick. My kids got me sick. So it's fun. Love that. I'm downloading that. Should probably start uploading my other ones. Thank you, Jason. Hello. Which one do I need to do? Chicky. Send. Okay. Hello, hello. Hi, Justin. Got Justin. We've got Jason. We've got Jess. Greg, he is our president. That's fine, but I am allowed to critique him. I want to know what policies he's doing that are beneficial to the American people, and I have yet to really see that. So, hi, Bree. So that's why I'm asking these questions. Sounds like a family reunion. Kind of does. I'm just glad it's the week, or gonna be the weekend. I think I gotta take my cats for vaccinations this weekend, actually. If you can vaccinate your pets, you should vaccinate yourself. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Greg, I would love when we get to 2,000 likes for you to come up and talk about it. Tell me why they need to leave. How are they negatively affecting your life? That's not what vaccinations are supposed to do. They reduce spread, dummy. They don't keep you from getting sick, dummy. Read anything about what their purpose is. You guys just don't read. It's fine. I get it. There's an entire Canada versus US happening in my chat right now. It's lovely. They take jobs. You would have to prove to me statistically that they take jobs. You would have to prove to me that they commit crimes in a statistically more disproportionate way than US citizens do, which they don't. They don't carry insurance on their cars. You would have to prove that. Hi, Parkers. I'm paid, Rowdy, by who? Because I'm not in the Wired article, so it damn sure ain't me. If they would like to reach out to me, I would love to get paid for the views that I share that is backed by fact. I would love to do that. Is it true? I'm bought and paid for? Sure. I have spicy links if you want to check those out, Miguel. You can pay for that. Sure. Bought and paid for. Whatever. Whose job was it to tell me about the countries that have stopped postal service? Right. Most of the ones being deported are gang members. Greg, come show me that. Show me the statistics on that. I would love to see it. Not just what Kristi Noem and Trump have said. I would love to see it statistically. I invited you to come up so that we can talk about it. I would love to have conversations. Come talk about it. 249 of you in here. I just want to go back to Mexico. I am from the United States. I can't go back to a place that I've never been to, actually. I would love to have conversations. We're at the point where we can have conversations. Do I wear special glasses for my lazy eye? No. I can see out of my lazy eye, so it's fine. What?
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 21 and I voted out of Kentucky.
Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because I think he's hit the ground running in his first 8 months.
With what policy that's beneficial to the American people?
Um, he's done a lot. I mean, we can go ahead
Let's
and look
name
at.
one and we can talk about it.
Yeah, sure. I think at the top of his list, the strongest of them all is the EU trade deal. That just uh, got put forth. When was it? I guess in August, July.
How's that going to help us?
It's going to promote. Well, the deal is a trade, right? So it promotes
It's
trade.
a well, they've made a framework. They haven't officially signed a deal, but
Then why are we seeing effects of it in place
what
already?
are we seeing effects of it?
The imposed tariff rate has already been dropped in certain sectors.
So from us to them,
Both ways.
who pays a tariff?
The U.S. Well, when you say, well, there's a lot of parties involved in the tariff.
No,
Which
what is a
question? Which
tariff?
question? Which
What is a
question?
tariff?
An imposed tax. What do
On
you
what?
on goods or services? What do you
What are those goods coming in or coming out?
It depends on which tariff we're talking about. The EU trade
No,
deal encompasses
no.
tariffs
So
on
if
them.
we put a
Encompasses
tariff
tariffs on
on
all.
one of the EU countries, who pays for that?
Ask it again.
If we put a tariff on one of the EU countries, who pays for that?
There's multiple parties involved in a
Nope.
tariff.
Nope.
So you
Let's
could
say
you
we
could
get a
look
let's say we get a specific good from
to
France.
say
Who pays
no
for that?
is completely wrong.
It's
There's
who
multiple
let's
parties.
say we get a specific good from France. Who pays for that?
I'm trying to answer you, but you keep cutting me
You're
off.
not, though.
I am. If you'd let me
Okay.
speak instead of cutting me off, you'd
Tell
understand
me
that I'm
then.
trying to answer you.
I don't need a long answer. It's a really simple answer. Who pays for the tariff?
Exactly. That was what I was trying to tell you. There's a lot of parties involved in the tariff. There's the
There's literally
country.
not.
There's the country.
If
Can
we
you
put a
please let me
tariff,
finish?
no, I'm giving you a very specific
No,
fucking
you
question.
can't let me
If we
finish.
put a tariff on a good on France and we bring that good in here, there's a tariff on that specific good. Who pays for it?
There's a bunch of parties that could pay for it.
No, it is the fucking company that imports the good. That's who pays for that tariff. If we have a 15% tariff on a good from France, the company who imports that good pays 15%
Being
more on that good into the
Yeah,
into the country.
that's part of the that's
Not
one
part
of
of
the
it.
parties. That's one
That
of
is
the
tariffs.
parties.
That's it. That's tariffs.
That's
That's
one
it.
of the parties.
How is it different?
Can you please not interrupt me? Please
Are you gonna
refrain.
cry or are you gonna explain it? Because you're already
No,
wrong.
no, no. I'm fine. We can't have a good conversation if you completely,
You don't know what a tariff is, so
I do know what a tariff is, right?
what
So
is it?
when a good gets imported, right, from another country,
Mhm.
there's a bunch of ways in which that tariff can be eaten up or like divvied out per se. You're right? The very first person that or very first what or like company that takes the tariff is the people who import it. So,
Correct.
say for example, the people what's a good like an import facility for a certain good, right? Then after the import facility for a certain good, there's the company, right? There's the company that's going to buy the good from the distributor, to redistribute it out to consumers. So there's three parties mainly involved that eats the tariff. There's the import facility, the consumer, and the company itself.
And so the companies pay for the tariffs, right? Because they're gonna raise their rates
The
then.
import facility first pays for
Okay.
the tariff.
Are they gonna then raise
Then the
their rates on the
companies.
company purchasing it from them?
Sorry, ask that again.
Are they going to then raise their rate on the company who is buying it from them?
It depends, right? It
Sure.
depends on the sector. It depends on the good.
I agree.
Not
And then what do those companies then do? Let's say that they do.
Well, they have a choice. They have a
Mhm.
choice. They can
Okay,
either.
so how is this helping us when all he's doing is increasing prices on the American consumer when we have seen that companies have already come out and said they've been eating the tariffs, but if this
Yeah,
continues, that they are not going to. By the way, there is not an actual signed deal in place. This is all legislative framework. This is as of August 28th. There's no actual deal with the EU. It is just they're trying to come up with terms. So there's no actual deal yet.
then I ask you again, why are we seeing effects of it already?
What effects?
Yeah, like when I first came up here, I tried to talk about the U.S. manufacturers when it comes to the automobile industry. The demand,
Mm-hmm.
the imposed tariff from EU to US, not US to EU, it was at 10%, and because of the deal, it got dropped to 2.5%. With that being said, we should be able to see some sort of inherent demand for US
haven't done
cars
that yet.
in the EU, right? And what is that going to do, right? That's going to
The
skyrocket the demand for.
European Commission on Thursday proposed new legislation to eliminate tariffs on U.S. industrial goods, a move that should unlock a reduction in Washington's own tariffs on European autos. So what they're talking about, which has not happened yet, is they are saying that if they eliminate tariffs on our industrial goods, they are hoping that means Trump and his big baby self will reduce the tariffs on European automakers so they can start selling their cars to us again. So how is this helping us?
So the deal in and of itself is very complex, and there's a lot of
It hasn't happened yet.
there's a lot of
proposals.
moving parts.
This is
right?
as of yesterday. These are proposals. There's no actual deal yet.
There's a lot of things that the deal encompasses.
They haven't signed anything with it yet.
There's nothing been signed yet.
So if nothing has been signed,
So
right,
stop
then I
calling
ask
it a
you,
deal. It's a proposal.
then I
There
ask
hasn't
you,
been anything signed.
why are we seeing effects of the deal already?
You're not.
We're not seeing
You're not.
shit.
Show me where we're seeing benefits to the auto industry, because GM just lost a shit ton of money last month. So show me where we're seeing benefits for our auto industry.
We're supposed to see U.S. Jobs increase, especially in the automobile
Supposed to
manufacturing.
see. Supposed to see, according to
because
what?
the demand for U.S. Automobiles is supposed to like skyrocket in the EU.
Did you see this? Where did you see this?
Because the imposed tariff. I'm trying to answer you. Because the imposed tariff.
No, you're not. You're still explaining your bullshit that doesn't mean anything. Where did you see this?
It's not bullshit, man. What are you talking about? It's
Where
in
did
the
you see
deal
this?
itself.
Because you just said we're already seeing the effects of it, and you just changed that to we're supposed to see more jobs. So show me where we're supposed to see more jobs. Who is estimating that? From a reliable source.
I've already told you, right?
Who?
That the EU had a 10% tariff on US made domestic manufactured automobiles.
Who pays for that?
We've already been over who pays for
companies in the EU. I don't give a fuck. How does that help us?
It dropped
companies in the EU. How does that help us?
Because the demand for the demand for American cars is going to skyrocket. Therefore, we're going to have to produce more supply.
Show me who is predicting that. You keep saying it's going to, it's supposed to. Show me who's predicting that.
Literally everyone. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then name me one person.
BBC,
If it's everyone, I would love to see one economist.
The article I read was from the BBC.
Where did the BBC?
So I would love the BBC article name. Sure.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Get the article name from the BBC. I would love to see that.
But it's not a hard concept.
Nope. Go find the BBC article.
Yeah, I'm looking it up as I'm speaking. Yeah.
Okay, I don't need you to speak. Nope, we're not going to talk, because what the problem is then you guys make new arguments and it detracts from the fact that you should be looking up this article. I want to be on the same page, so get the article.
Friendly reminder, there's 280 people in here. If you guys don't mind sharing the screen, booping the screen as well. Follow the host if you are not. If you have not sent your heart me's, go ahead and do so as well. There's a backup account right above me. You can follow that account as well to keep that one up, just in case if this one gets clapped. There is a 4-5 goal. 1-0 is to kick and or a swan. If someone sends the full $45 and you're annoyed with the co-host, I will go ahead and drop for you. Keep them on the screen and share the live.
Yeah. I have the article name for you right here. Who are the winners and losers of U.S. trade deals 8 days ago by James Fitzgerald and Tom Geohagen. But it exclusively says that, car makers in the U.S. are going to take a complete win because the demand for U.S. cars is going to skyrocket in the EU because the imposed tariff from the EU.
Where in the article does it say that?
You can read it for yourself.
Well, then stop talking. Then stop talking so I can read it. Stop talking so I can read it.
She said, hush, let her read it. Be a good boy and stay on mute till she's done. Theoretically,
that could result in more American cars. Theoretically. that could be good news for U.S. sales overseas, but the pact is not all good news when it comes to domestic sales. That is down to the complex way that American cars are put together. Many of them are actually assembled abroad in Canada and Mexico, and Trump subjects them to a tariff of 25% when they are brought into the U.S. That compares with a lower tariff rate of 15% on EU vehicles, so U.S. car makers may now fear being undercut by European manufacturers. So how is this helping us? Because you have a theory versus what they're actually saying, which is that Europe's going to be able to sell more cars here, making them money, not us money.
It's not a hard concept to understand. When the demand goes up, the supply.
That's just you listening to what he said and glazing it. That's not what the article says. The article is saying theoretically that might work, but in practice, EU is going to be making more money off of us by selling their cars here, while we don't make all of our parts here. We assemble it here. We don't make it here.
In the EU, they have different road laws and different
and half of the road laws they can't have our vehicles on their roads because our vehicles are way too big.
Yes, that is true. That's why we're promoting more jobs. We're sending more cars over there to fit the regulations.
You have not shown me that. You have not shown me that.
The words that were in the article that Monty just read out were theoretically and should be, should happen, should, could, should, coulda, woulda type of deal, right? That doesn't guarantee anything.
Nope.
As a basic concept.
No, not even a basic concept.
When demand.
Nope. Basic
Where's
concept.
demand? Show me the demand for U.S. vehicles. Show me demand. Show me demand for U.S. vehicles then.
Can you please
because everything that you've done is just said shit, and you haven't. You guys, if you want to kick them, you absolutely can. There are ways to do so. If you want to show the proof of that, show the proof of that. Not just theoretically, we should see it in 2 weeks.
If you've ever taken any simple business class or economics class, you'll understand the concept. When demand,
I understand supply and demand. Show me where there is low supply, high demand that is going to be beneficial for car manufacturers.
The 10%, so the EU imposed tariff rate is 10%. That gets dropped to 2.5%. Guess what? It's going to be cheaper, right, for the EU folk to buy American-made cars. That is fact. That is not theory.
What is the demand? Fact. What's the demand for vehicles in the EU for U.S. vehicles? Show me the demand in the EU for U.S. vehicles then.
Have you ever been to the EU? Have you been anywhere in Europe?
Yeah, I lived in Germany for 4 years when I was a child.
What's the demand?
What is the demand? That's not what I asked you, though. That's not what I asked you. I don't give a fuck. Show me statistically where there is a demand for U.S. vehicles in the EU. Show me.
I'm answering you.
Show me.
Okay, well, if you keep interrupting me, I can't answer you.
I would like statistical, factual, sourced proof. Show me.
And I asked you a question. Have you ever been to the EU?
And I said that doesn't mean. I said yes. I've been to Germany when I was a child. Your anecdotal evidence means not shit to me. Show me.
It's a cultural phenomenon.
EU countries have come out and said that they want U.S. vehicles. Show me the demand. Show me.
Let me answer, dude. Let me answer. My point is, right?
I don't care about your point. Show me. Show me the demand. Show me. Your point means nothing.
It's really funny.
Disingenuous.
It's really no. The only one who's disingenuous.
You're being disingenuous.
No, you're the only one that's disingenuous on this panel. The thing that makes me the moron mod muting you is me because you keep over talking her. So carry on. Again, the other part that makes me giggle on this whole conversation is the fact that the EU is suspending postal service for U.S. citizens.
W. Adriana in the comments, please. W. Adriana comments. Yeah, they are also suspending shipments of over a certain amount. So how the fuck are they helping our industries? Everything is, we will see. It's gonna happen. Just wait.
In theory.
Maybe.
No, Milk, the issue is you can't comprehend a simple conversation when you're having a conversation about tariffs and a deal that hasn't been put in a fucking place. You can sit there silently like a good little boy.
Yeah, be quiet. You're done for the day. You can come back on Tuesday when I come back. My gosh. So many friendlies in here.
One thing, and then I'm not going to sit here. I've been listening for the past 10
Are you
minutes.
a Trump supporter?
Nothing but
Did you vote for Trump?
No.
Okay.
I love it when men who drive a truck to compensate themselves
Crashing in.
come in and talk about their opinions.
As you crash in, wild. I just want factual evidence of his policies directly affecting Americans. Why did GM lose so much fucking money if he's helping?
Why are there so many friends in the queue?
I don't know. I love you all very much. In theory, the customer is not paying for tariffs. Right. A lot of companies have been eating the cost. They haven't necessarily been, say, bringing it down. But companies have come out and said they're going to have to, that they can't eat it anymore. Right, yeah. Ford announced they're losing a shit ton of money. I'm not a Democrat, actually. No one before me, you know that.
Who's Obama? Who's Obama? Someone said ask Obama. Who that?
Obama.
Obama.
You guys, if you're not following my backup, please do so. We're still trying to get that to 1,000, so and just in case. KCW, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Did I vote for Trump? I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 33 and I live in Tennessee.
Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, it kind of comes down to, it's very simple for me, right? You have to realize nobody's perfect, okay? So you have to pick
what policy
from
is
a
helping the
field of
American
people. What was that?
What policy is helping the American people?
Oh, wow. Okay, so there's one really good policy, okay?
Okay.
And this is something that I love. Now, you said one, and I'm going to go ahead and just say this one, but there's more.
Okay.
The tax exemption, right? Now, it's tricky, right? For overtime. You still get taxed on your overtime, okay?
Correct.
So just blatantly saying that, it kind of sucks. However,
do you make over $50,000 a year?
do I make more? Okay.
You make over $50,000 a year.
Not straight pay. No, I do not. But I
Before
work
taxes.
a lot of overtime. No.
Sure.
I work a lot of overtime.
KCW, before taxes, do you make
No.
over $50,000 a year?
No.
Okay. So then, yeah, I don't deny that that's good. The problem is that it does not offset the amount that people are going to be losing in their healthcare benefits, their food benefits, and then what they're paying in tariffs.
But it's temporary, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's temporary. And
What's temporary? What's temporary?
Okay, tariffs. You think that we're going to have these tariffs forever? Do you think they're just going to be a permanent thing?
I don't know, because he has changed his mind about how he wants to use them multiple times. He has told us on the campaign trail that he wanted to use it as revenue for the federal government because that's how we used to do it, and so they would be in perpetuity. And then he has changed his mind and said they are a negotiation tactic. So I don't think he knows his head from his ass when it comes to that. I don't know, because he has changed his position multiple times.
But do you think it's just him? I mean, he has a board of people. He's got dozens and dozens of people.
Besant is not smart. Lutnick is not smart. You're right.
Dozens and dozens of people who don't know what job they signed up for.
Yeah, Besant is lying because he's a lot smarter than that. Besant is lying because he's a lot smarter than that.
They're thinking about stuff that we literally know very little about. I mean, their jobs are super hard. You got to realize this stuff's not simple.
Job? What's Besant's job?
Okay. Okay, that's a good one. What do you know about the Federal Reserve? What do you know about that?
What is Besant's job?
I'm trying to answer it, but I'm asking you a question.
You don't answer it by asking a question. What is Scott Besant's job?
It's complicated. That's what I'm trying to say.
Just say you don't know.
It's complicated. No, it's very complicated.
Guys, since he doesn't know, Scott Besant is the Secretary of Treasury. What is Howard Lutnick's job?
Oh, Jesus. Guys, you're just trying to yell. You're just trying to yell. You have to make sense of things.
He also doesn't know. Howard Lutnick is the Secretary of Commerce.
Curious, KCW, which part of Tennessee are you in?
The dumb side, apparently.
Well, that's every side.
Just say you don't know. It's not a gotcha to say, I don't know. I have no problem giving you that information. Just don't be an asshole. Just say you don't know. It's fine. But those are the people who are going to be involved in the tariffs and the economic policy. So those are the people you need to know about. Besant is actually very, very fucking smart. He's just lying. Howard Lutnick likes to glaze. That's all he does. I don't know if tariffs are permanent or not because he tacos a lot and he's changed what he has said about tariffs. But again, as of now, there are tariffs on the board. There are tariffs in effect. We are seeing the effects of those tariffs. And so people who are getting exemptions for their overtime work, if they're making less than $50,000 a year, are not receiving that benefit because of the offset. You don't know, my guy.
So KCW, what part of Tennessee are you in?
I said I'm in Nashville, so
You're in Nashville.
currently, yeah.
Do you live in Nashville? Is that where you're from?
I mean, I live in the burbs, so I mean, pretty much, not really, but I mean, I'm like 20 minutes outside of Nashville, so I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I can basically say I live there.
I live about 15 minutes outside of Nashville as well, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about something that Billy wants to do while continuing to harm minority communities of the state, right? Let's talk about this fucking weird tunnel shit that they want to build from the Nashville International Airport to downtown. How is that going to benefit the citizens of Nashville?
How are the tunnel systems going to benefit the citizens of Nashville?
How is that tunnel system that they're putting so much money into when they could be putting it into our public education out here beneficial?
Okay, it's not going to be.
So
I know
why
what
are
they
you
try to
doing it?
make it seem like it's going to be beneficial. I know what they're trying to like lead to, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not going to work, and we know that. People who live here know that.
Right. So I'm just really confused. And also on top of that, why did Billy and other Republican representatives decide to kick out the one representative of Nashville out and not have that conversation?
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? If you don't like what somebody has to say, you get rid of them. That's all it is.
But he's the elected representative out of Nashville. He had every right to be there. People elected for him to represent them in everything that the government does in the state of Tennessee.
Yeah.
So why is it good for him to be kicked out of the meeting between other elected officials?
I never said it was. It's not good. I mean, we know that.
If you go against
common
them,
sense.
they should go far, far away or they should be kicked out. This representative did not get his part in this conversation and still push through. While we have active families in low and impoverished areas still not being able to afford basic food and clothes, and our education system is down the fucking dumps. No different than in Williamson County, they just approved to cut 504s in IEP funding.
Yeah. True. That's true.
You don't think
It's
that's a problem?
I think living in Middle Tennessee in general is a problem, and it happened, 10 to 15 years ago. That's when it first started, and it's only gotten worse. There's so many we could talk for days on the issues in Middle Tennessee. It's not good. Now, it's not.
Did you vote
It's
down
not
ballot
just
in
a
Tennessee?
Republican problem. It's not just a conservative Republican thing,
vote
right?
down
It's
Who's in charge of Tennessee?
who's in charge of Nashville?
Hey,
It's
but again,
definitely a blue city.
the
It's a
representative of Nashville was kicked out of every single time to have discussions with other elected officials. Without fail, the representative out of Nashville was not allowed in those meetings.
So who's making up the plans?
The Democrat representatives of Tennessee have tried actively to be heard and spoken for, but they're not addressed.
Nashville's rep is Andy Ogles.
Not specific. His name is like Jay something. He's one.
Are you talking about state legislator versus the congressional rep?
Correct.
The congressional rep is Andy Ogles.
Yeah, I forget the state rep's name. Hang on.
But yeah, you got fucking Andy Ogles as your congressional representative. That's not a great start.
Justin Jones. That's his
Oh,
name.
yeah. Uh-huh.
He's,
They have the two Justins in Tennessee.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's the Democratic representative for
Yeah, they kicked him out of every fucking meeting that they've done. So who's making the policy?
the Republicans.
Exactly.
And that has been the preceding issue of this state. The Republicans have continued to make it difficult. That's
Oh,
all.
yeah. Take some Dayquil. Yeah, so I'm not seeing where they're benefiting the American people. I'm not seeing that. We're cutting healthcare to pay for rich people's tax cuts.
Hell,
We're paying tariffs, so the revenue that he brags about is from us.
the area in which I work in, where my boyfriend works in, is a very red and high populated area. You want to know the one thing that's really interesting in these areas? No public transportation. But
Yeah.
where I live specifically, just 15 minutes outside of Nashville, there's so much public transportation. And apparently Nashville can't get their shit together and come up with a better way to take care of their houseless population. They just demonize them and throw them to the road.
I mean, what kind of public transportation are you trying to like?
I think busing
Get out here.
busing systems should be available in all counties for those who can't afford a fucking car.
Well, Davidson, Williamson, Rutherford, like all this around, they have it. They have a bus system. I get behind them every day. I see them out there.
Not all in Williamson County, not specifically in parts of Franklin and in Brentwood.
If you live in Franklin or Brentwood, you gotta have some money, lady. I live in Tennessee, have my whole life. If you're living out there, you better have some money. You better have your own car. Why are you trying to ride a bus?
I live in Madison, Tennessee. I work in Franklin and Brentwood. I live in Madison, Tennessee. I work in Brentwood because the jobs in Madison, Tennessee have been pushed away.
Yeah. Nobody wants to go to Madison. So why are they gonna have a bus out there?
Why don't they want to go to Madison? Why don't they want to go to Madison?
There's nothing out there. There's nothing there.
What do you mean there's nothing out there? Why don't they want to go to Madison, Tennessee? Why don't they want to go to Hendersonville, Tennessee?
I mean, there's many reasons why people don't want to go out there. I don't know. You have to ask them.
Adequate funding. That area doesn't get the funding it needs. They proceed to keep the impoverished in the impoverished areas.
How can you say
to go into other parts of Tennessee because they look at people who aren't white and deem them as wrong and gross and continue to demonize them? There is nothing cool with Bill Lee talking about wanting to put the Tennessee National Guard in downtown Nashville. There is nothing good with Billy using fucking ICE to arrest citizens of Nashville.
Like you're voting against your own best interest.
You're voting against the citizens here.
People who live in Middle Tennessee or who are from Tennessee don't even go to Nashville except to work. Do you understand that? They do not like Nashville. It is not a safe. It's not a safe place for a decent human being.
You just walked into
the crime. The crime is literally through the fucking roof. I mean, it's becoming like in Chicago.
Why is that?
Right.
Why is
it so high?
Why is it so high? Huh? It's almost like poverty makes crime go up.
It's ran by a Democrat.
No,
it's not.
Yes, it is.
You are the best part of your brain went out of your ears when you sat on the turner wheel.
Who's the Nashville mayor?
Elementary school. The reason
why the mayor make the legislation?
The reason why crime is up is because you keep people in impoverished areas. The poverty line goes up, crime goes up.
Really? That's funny. It goes back to what I was talking about earlier. The Fed. What do you know about the Fed?
Shut the ever-living fuck up.
No clue what you're talking about.
First of all I wanted to do is take a nap, and you won't shut up with saying how bad it is in Nashville. I go to Nashville every day.
I'm there like fucking now.
Every day. I go to Nashville every day and every night. Where's this supposed high crime rate that's happening? Please tell me, because apparently I'm not driving through it, and I drive all over fucking Nashville.
Wait, you drive through it?
I drive through it. I live there. I've been there. I work
there.
What else do you want?
Are you legally blind?
Apparently so, because
apparently fucking so.
So
Are you
where
seeing
is it
crime
that
and
I'm
not
not
reporting
seeing?
it, KCW?
Am I seeing crime and not reporting it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll put it this way. I don't
Yes.
go to Nashville besides work. I work and then I go home outside of the city
Oh, are you assaulted every single day?
because of the crime. The last time I had an altercation with somebody in Nashville, with my children with me, they were screaming and yelling all this profanity, all this.
Yeah, of course they were. So again, right? Being someone who is dating someone who used to work in downtown Nashville every fucking day, being
You want a specific example? I can give it to you.
being someone.
No, that's anecdotal, and I can just say that I know somebody who says you're wrong.
Look, I'm the
You're also
anecdotal.
talking about.
My
You're also talking
Well,
about
I'm
the
from
wrong
Tennessee,
city.
guys.
my boyfriend used to go to work in downtown Tennessee every single day, early in the morning. Sometimes he would stay
I
super
still
late
do.
at night, and he would always come home
Still
safe
there.
and sound. No different than when I was going down to
Every-
downtown Nashville on a regular basis, walking the streets of Nashville, doing some door dashing to make some extra income because this fucking state is goddamn expensive and doesn't care about people. I was doing just fine right all through Nashville, walking down Broadway Street in the middle of the night, walking up and down 1st and 2nd Street, all in downtown Nashville. I was fine.
Well, do you like mainstream media? That's a pretty
No.
simple question. Do you like mainstream
No.
media?
What does that have to
No.
do with the price of eggs, Guy?
Well, do you
No.
watch it at all though? Like you may not like it, but do you
That has
watch
to do
it?
with the price of eggs.
Sure, but is
Okay.
the mainstream media a primary or a secondary source?
For who?
Anybody.
For anybody. I mean, for some people
Are
it
they
could be a primary
or a
source.
secondary source?
It depends on who you're talking to. For some people, it is a primary source of information.
No,
For some
that's
people,
not
it
what that
is.
means.
For me,
That's
it's
not what
not.
that means. That's not what that means. So if I'm here, and
Mainstream
I'm
media,
reporting- this is
CNN,
what they do.
CBS.
They they report on things. That is a secondary source. They are relaying information. You would then have to find within their story, their article, whatever it is that they're citing, you would have to find the primary source for what they're saying. You are going to see crime on your local news stations every single day on the nightly news. That is going to happen because that's what they report on is local. So it's going to seem like it's in your face all the time. What you have to do then is go through the statistics that we have nationwide and specifically for your city and your state. And you have to find out what those rates are and what is causing that. We know there is a direct correlation between poverty and crime. We are very aware of that. You are also talking about a red motherfucking state. It might be a blue city because cities are going to have more crime. They have higher population. But you need to see where these red states and their policies are affecting your crime rates.
Where do you get all this money at? Okay, you say people are in poverty. You have all this poverty, and it's gonna, it creates all this crime. Fine. Well, where are you gonna get all this extra money at to pay all these people to not be poverty?
Stop funding a fucking tunnel? How
I
about
don't know. Take a little bit away from the DOD. Just like a little bit. Just like a little bit. Just take a little bit away from the DOD and pull people out of poverty.
So, not funding a tunnel, the government's gonna find somewhere else to put that money.
No, what we can
Okay.
do here in the state of Tennessee, you can contact your local representatives and scream at the top of your lungs how much they're wasting money in fucking downtown Nashville for stupid shit that doesn't need to be there.
Reach out to your
How about
reps.
instead of spending money on fucking ICE agents, we put that money into our
Right.
low poverty areas? How about instead of having that your fucking background noise is fucking ridiculous, dude. How about instead of the people of Memphis who are dealing with the toxic airwaves going in through that fucking AI generator, whatever the fuck's going on there, we stop building that and allow people to actually survive.
So who handles these politicians, these state representatives you're talking about? Because they have
You
handlers.
do.
No. They
You
have
do.
handlers.
No,
They have
you
handlers.
do.
People
You
that
vote
they
for
report
them.
to, not the
Do
people
you
though.
vote down ballot?
Okay, here, hang on. Let me.
You don't understand.
Hang on.
These politicians, they're
Hang
own.
on. Let me dumb this down for you, and you can be dumbed
Yes,
down. in the
WDAWS.
comments.
That's DOZ in the comments. WDAWS.
You are the handler as a voter. If you don't like what they're doing, we vote them the fuck out as an example, and then the next ones get the idea. And it just keeps going. If you don't do the job we voted you for, you can fucking go too.
He didn't vote down ballot, I guarantee it.
Oh, definitely not. And
And-
He voted top ticket and felt good about himself.
And Olive, I'm right there with you. I've been down in downtown Nashville way past 2:00 in the morning, and I've been perfectly fine by
That was my
myself.
favorite part to go to downtown Nashville. It was like 3 a.m.
Like, I've been down there when people are bar crawling.
Yeah.
And never once has anybody ever bothered me other than, hey, man, you want to go get a beer? No,
Yep.
I got to drive home. Sorry.
I mean,
No worries. Sometimes it's hard to find those gifts. I know they move them around for you.
no different than growing up near Metro Detroit. No different than growing up close to Norfolk, Virginia. No different than growing up close to Seattle, Washington. Oh, look, another Tennessean.
All
And
these
what-
Tennesseans on my
And
map.
please, what is that tunnel going to do for us? By all
Nothing!
means. Like,
Nothing.
we're trying to speed you up to the airport.
For some
Why?
fucking
So I
reason,
can get
as
to
if
the
the airport isn't 15 minutes away.
So why? So I can get to the airport in 5 minutes and sit 5 hours trying to get through the fucking line? Like,
I just wanted to point out that the Nashville and metro area has roughly the same population as Memphis and has about half the crime.
thank you.
Ew, it's Elon Musk's project? Gross.
Yeah, XAI. There's an XAI facility. The NAACP is suing over the pollution in the area.
There's so much
No,
better
yeah,
ways.
no,
to
he's
do
just
it.
trying to pocket money. I haven't even I know I've heard you guys talk about it, but I haven't looked at it. So it would function like a ride share. Passengers will ride in individual Tesla cars on a fixed route connecting downtown Nashville to the city's airport.
Oh yeah,
So
that
you
one.
just-
It's bullshit.
Yeah, the XAI is in Memphis. Yeah, that one in Nashville. That was the thing that Justin Jordan kept getting kicked out of meetings and wouldn't be allowed onto the site for.
It's
But
all
Justin
fun and
Jones.
games in that tunnel until it breaks down, and then you still have to walk to the airport.
And like, again, I've only lived here for like 8 months, almost 9 months.
Regretting that decision, aren't you?
I chose Manny, not Tennessee.
This is true. I give you that. I wholeheartedly give you that.
If I could turn back the clock, I would make a move to Virginia with me.
I also want to
Manny
point out.
probably wishes he would have did that too.
I also want to point out to people who keep complaining about the blue cities and red states, there are blue cities and blue states as well.
Say.
They don't have the crime that these cities and red states do.
Nope.
One of the things that could help in Tennessee is if we were to raise the minimum wage above the federal.
Nuh-uh. Blue, just pull yourself up by the bootstraps and just do better, right?
But then blue, that's gonna raise the prices. Wait, prices have been raising and federal minimum wage hasn't
We
changed.
didn't even raise the minimum wage and prices went up. Damn, I guess we debunked that one real quick.
I spent $100 on fucking gas.
Yeah. What, driving back and forth for you?
Yeah.
Well, not half. It takes me 70 to fill mine up, to fill my truck up.
This shit sucks. I want a refund.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Justin Jones. I remember Justin Jones was a fun story to cover because he was ousted for his protest, and then he was voted in as the interim until the special election in 2023, where he was then voted in
Yep.
as the fucking representative again.
Yep, Justin Pearson and Justin Jones, along with they were protesting alongside Gloria Johnson, but they were the only. But Justin Jones and Justin Pearson were the only ones who got ousted. I wonder why.
And she even said that. She said that when
correct.
she was asked.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but those were the two people of color that were removed from the meeting, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about. But so much shit happens in the state, I can't keep up with it
Yeah,
anymore.
they made it so blatantly clear that they were being racist because
Oh,
they
God,
were
yeah.
they all did the exact same thing. They were all in the same group doing the same protest, but it was the two black men who got ousted and the white woman had no penalty.
Yeah, like you couldn't have. A blind man could see what you were doing there.
Life coach, I appreciate you. You said that you have the Canadian point of view, and while I appreciate that, I'm going to be finishing up here really soon. But also, I have my friendly Canadian friend Megan, who I love so much, and I get their point of view quite a bit. And all I can say as an American is I'm sorry and help. That's help. And where we're at.
Canada's up there. Blink if you need help.
Does it count if I just keep my eyes closed?
Is he blinking or are they closed? No, he's just blinking that fast. They look like they're closed all the time.
Yeah, it just makes. I am a Canadian sympathizer. I will.
Not Oya yelling about Canadian sympathizers.
They've been going at it in the Gen chat. I don't even know. Been a mess in there.
I've seen somebody maybe. How much harder do I need to blink, Todd? A lot harder than apparently what we're blinking right now.
I could definitely tell that Todd needs glasses because it took him a little while to read that.
That would be
First
a good
of all-
hat, Dawes. I'm sorry. Please send help.
I don't need that kind of personal attack right now. I just woke up from a nap. Thank you. And I woke up to apparently I don't even remember being in here. Then I woke up to you yelling at that guy.
You
I'm
just
like, why
sleep
am I
rolled
hearing
into here.
Olive? Like, why am I hearing Olive yell in my nap? No,
When are you not hearing me yell in your nap? That's the real question.
This is true. You're always yelling. Actually, I don't even call it yelling. I call it being very passionate. And people need to understand. People need to understand the fucking difference.
I'm just still mad. I spent almost $100 on my fucking gas.
That's pretty crazy, yeah. But yeah, it cost me. It's like $70 to fill my truck up, and that won't even from where I live to my job. That won't even last me all week. I'll have to fill up again before.
I mean, I don't go out on the weekend.
I honestly, unfortunately, I don't know. I literally send my husband out to put gas in my car, so I don't know how much, but I do know my car doesn't do regular. My car takes premium because
Yeah,
it's like a sport engine or whatever. So I know it's fucking pricier than most.
yeah. Yours is probably not. I wouldn't say yours would probably be up there with mine because your car doesn't has a biggest tank as my truck does. But putting premium in it, you're still paying a pretty good little penny for it.
It's crazy too. If you look up, if you've never seen, it's the Chevy Trax. If you look up what the Chevy Trax looks like, it looks like every little mom SUV you've ever seen in your life. It looked like it putt-putts. And when it's at its prime, that shit vrooms around people. And they're like, what the fuck is this mom zooming around me for? Like, that's what my engine does. Don't know what to tell you.
I didn't build it. I just drive it.
I'll just drive it. But it doesn't look like it would. It looks like just a little family vehicle.
I don't know. People get intimidated when they see either a black man or a white girl driving a black F-150.
Nope, that'll do it.
That was my favorite thing when I first got this. I pulled up to work and they're like, "You're driving that?" I said, "Uh-huh," and I cry every time I merge.
You're the people I'm scared of. I'm like, they're just gonna do it. They're just gonna do it. They're just gonna do it.
You must be. They see you're intimidating them MAGA men. You stop that all.
Oh well.
Stop that right now.
That was my favorite thing when I first got this is I don't have to compensate for my size.
You don't have it squatted and raised up in the front and.
Man, that was one of the first questions Manny asked me when we were driving from Virginia to Tennessee. He's like, "Is this thing raised?" I said, "Not to my knowledge."
Hey, Chicky.
Jackie!
I got yoinked.
You did get yoinked.
You blue yoink you?
No,
am
it was me.
Oh.
fucking with this damn wig.
I'm like, I'm getting ready to end. My mom's home today, so actually between Ryan and Chris, which thank you guys so much, we're gonna get lunch. I think that's
Nice.
You're fine, guys.
Gotta feed
Yeah.
Gotta feed the little mouths. Unfortunately, they can't feed them.
no. They're at school. I don't have to feed them today.
Hey. Oh. School's gonna feed them then.
Well, I had to pack lunch with one because he's picky, but school will feed the other one.
I know the picky part. I'm picky on what I eat too, so I can't.
But now I
can't
can
play that
feed
enough.
my mom.
You guys hear the heat gun?
Barely, like it's in the background. You can't hear it.
Okay. Only when I speak or like all the time?
I don't hear anything.
It's like constant, but it's very low. Like it's not bugging me. But let me
It wasn't like
my
the
gas
other
only
day
went
when you were
down
at the
10
dinner.
cents, but it takes me, depending, because I don't wait until it's completely empty for my tank to fill, or for me to fill my tank. So I usually spend about 30 to fill up my
Yeah, I'm
tank.
top bitch.
what I would give to be able to put $30 in my truck.
I drive a Corolla.
I
So-
put $30 in my truck, and my
You
truck
drive
is just
a
like,
Cran brand?
Corolla, not
Damn
Crayola.
it. I drive a
enough.
Toyota. So.
You guys say Cran weirdly.
if I was to put $30 in my truck, I'm pretty sure that my dash would pop up and be like, "Oh, you just want to go to the next gas station? Got it." Okay.
So I think this Sunday when Mandy and I go do our date night stuff that we do, I'm gonna do a get ready with me to burn an American flag video. I wonder how angry I'm gonna make people.
So angry.
Look,
So angry.
these people are losing their minds over this shit. Like I got called a traitor and a piece of shit and everything else the other day because I asked a woman who had served why she thought it was treason to burn an American flag.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
She's like, "You're a traitor and a piece of shit if you think it's okay." I was like, "I'm not saying I agree with it, but it's your First Amendment right. You got to do it."
But you can.
I'm just letting anybody on the panel.
And
Hello,
let the
Canadian.
Canadian up top, yo.
I refuse to be a part of any club that would have me as a member.
You know, your army sets things on fire. I'll never forget when they set a mountain in Korea on fire.
Wait, what?
You know,
Yeah.
Is that
they're
that a
not
normal
new
thing?
potential war crimes.
Yeah.
Freaking
Oh.
bag milked and socialistic government.
Remember
I
the
mean,
time we offered Christmas dinner?
I wouldn't talk about foreign atrocities as a United States citizen.
Literally.
Hey,
Is
we
that all you
are
do?
only 10% of the reason we have Geneva Convention laws. Canada and Australia are the whole reason.
Not the 10%.
I mean,
Australia can't say shit because they lost 2 wars to emus.
Yep. I thought it was one.
yeah,
It
but
was
to
two.
be fair, emu is a tough word.
It was a long war too. Like it was an embarrassingly long.
Yeah, like embarrassing. It was stupid long. It was funny.
Why didn't
Like, when
they
you-
just throw birdseed at them?
When you're fighting a bird that bullets cannot bounce off of, it's a little problem.
I have to say though, so my dad worked for the SPCA, and there was an emu farm in his area. So whenever the emus got loose, he would get his. He said he always won because the emu got back in, but I saw the bruises. He got his ass kicked.
Did you know they also have emus at the fish zoo?
Yes.
They're
What
Not, they're
is a
not at
fish
the
zoo?
fish. They're not at the aquarium, Olive.
They
It's
are.
the fish zoo.
Just because the zoo is attached
American
to
right
the
to
aquarium
say that.
doesn't mean they're
Don't
at the
be
aquarium.
Canada.
Don't. Oh yeah.
Here,
Just because the zoo is attached to the aquarium doesn't mean they're at the aquarium.
Don't judge my tism, chickie.
Not the tism.
Someone
I'm
called
pretty
me
sure
a
it
traitor.
was one war, but it was
Why
2%.
why is Olive a traitor?
in that war?
Because I said I don't pledge allegiance to the flag.
How much am I getting paid for this? Today I got paid $55 for this.
I've
Which-
never had to say
America.
pledge.
Just for $457 a day, you can keep Monica off of TikTok and she'll be happy.
You know how much you would have earned in Canadian, Monica? Like
No.
$75.
You know what?
I thought you guys paid in maple syrup.
But she would have had bagged milk.
Again,
Who
our
wants
milk is
bagged
superior.
milk?
Who
So
wants
technically-
your
technically-
hormonal milk?
We're about to have
Who still
fucking
drinks
raw
milk?
I'm excited.
Who still
did you
Who
hear
was
though?
the
I
last
drink oat
country
milk,
to
so-
stop freaking trench fighting?
Did you hear though? RFK Jr.
No, it
came
was
out with a
not you.
solution, guys. They came out with a solution. So what you do is when you have raw milk to make it safe to drink, you cook it.
You boil it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his solution.
Yeah, they reinvented pasteurization.
Yeah.
My second favorite account has Cayman. It's knee pits.
Okay, this is my response to what you just said, Monica.
What?
Yeah.
You know they invented the thing that
That we
makes it
were
not raw
that we
milk.
already done.
Yeah, that we were already doing.
So did we just like reinvent the wheel?
Yep.
Like
Essentially, yeah.
Yep.
we had the wheel and we were like, nah, look, we made it. We already had that. No, but this
Yep.
was better.
That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
I grew up in a dairy town. We have wackadoodles, and even they don't drink their milk raw. Come on, people.
You're asking people with very low education to not be wackadoodles. That's too much.
Yeah.
So,
Now we
Megan,
just stop talking about that so that natural selection takes its turn.
You're right. I have to lower my expectations for those living down south.
Look. All I'm saying is we could solve a lot of problems in America right now if we take the warning labels off of shit.
I just realized something. I'm a cowboy to Canadians. I'm from the South.
What the fuck?
Not you, huh?
Do you think Canada doesn't have cowboys? They do.
I learned that the hard way.
I hate to break it to you. We have a whole province full of them. You can have it though. It's
Hang
called
on,
Alberta.
hang on just a second. Trump is going to ban you guys. So he's going to ban me personally? That's kind of weird.
I'd like to see him try.
You think
I would
Trump
like
knows
to
who
see
I
him.
am?
I have been.
What the hell did I do?
Well, you guys
Guys
are
with
all
an
on the list.
apostrophe, so it has
Do-
ownership. He's
do
gonna
me a
ban your
favor.
guys what?
Do me a favor, Mr. Nice Guy. Message Trump, and my name's right there. You can click on it. That's my name. And you ask him if he knows me. I promise you, he's probably going to be like, who the fuck
Who
are
the
you
fuck
talking
is this? Or he's gonna do that thing he does where he doesn't know a person and he lies. He's like, yeah, I've spoken to them before. They're a pretty great person. I've spoken to them
Right.
and they said thank you, Mr. Trump. And
You're not going to throw him to jail.
See, Mr. Nice Guy, this is all I have to say to you, other than Trump's going to ban me, and I don't really care. But if warning labels weren't on shit, you wouldn't be here to fucking make that comment.
I'm banned by people already anyway, so.
If my name isn't already on the list, I've done something wrong with my life.
Yeah.
Period. I'll make sure it's on the no entry list.
If it's not already on the no entry
If I want to
list,
come here,
I'm genuinely afraid to go check. My family's been hauled into border security long before the Trump era. I don't
That's the
want to
same.
do that
Or
again.
can you get me deported?
Justin had it right. Like, Trump doesn't even care about his supporters. What the fuck makes you think he cares about me?
Blue, did you just ask if we could deport you?
I asked the lawyer
I'll go
can
get
get me
him,
deported.
You want me to get you deported?
Nah, never mind because Chicky's here. So.
Chicky can come to Canada too.
Chicky is from a
That's
U.S.
fine.
territory. Where are you going to get deported to?
First of
Uganda?
all, what we're not going to do is leave me down here having to deal with all this bullshit.
Todd, you're white.
No, you could just go to Canada.
Deported.
We have enough cops in Canada,
and you're
Todd.
next cop.
Rude.
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 They ride horses. Do you
Fair,
know how
but
to
still
ride horses?
rude. I can't argue against your premise there, but rude.
And they wear those
That's
tight
true,
little
yeah.
uniforms there.
Okay, when I Texas uniform because they do not fit over my chest.
Sounds like a Canadian problem. Why don't you use your universal health care to fix it?
Oh, yeah. Do you have a 72?
A what?
Is that not what do you have today off as well, or do you just have Monday off? That's called a 96.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
No, it's a 4-day weekend. It's a Donzo.
Unfortunately,
If
I work literally across the street from a school, like from an elementary school in an affluent area, and so we get a bunch of little shits.
Not you say an ACAB, but except for the horses. Them horses are top two. You better stop that shit.
It's a tab, guys. Remember? We're
Oh,
all
Todd
assigned
at
Todd at
birth.
birth.
I didn't even
Nah,
notice the stock
ACAB
market
was-
is not happy today, by the way.
What? Surprised.
According to Doc Jace, it's a sign Todd at birth, apparently.
Technically, I wasn't supposed to be off though. It's just the general told me I can't bring my daughter back to the office because somebody erased his schedule.
Whoops.
What?
Ooh.
Damn STDs.
God damn.
I don't want to hear nothing from the person who has universal health care.
You know, if I did give birth, I wouldn't have to pay a dime for it.
Wow. This
You know
rubbing
what?
it in.
Oh, why
You
don't
know
you
what?
just, why don't you just flex a little bit more? How about that? Go ahead.
I'm gonna sell my uterus.
I would love to sell
I'm
mine.
sorry.
Look, I mean, we get it. We live in a shitty country. We know, but you don't have to keep rubbing it in.
I wish I could do. Never mind. I can't say that online.
I don't know what to
With
say
your
because I
easy
haven't met,
immigration process and welcoming borders.
I
I
mean,
don't know what to. I don't know what to say because I have
Nikita.
Medicaid and I've had everything covered, but I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
it's
do too. Hey Todd. Bye, Todd.
Bye.
You guys, thank you, Izzy. Take Todd out with the angry steam emojis, 2 of them.
Not to take Todd out. That's wild, Izzy.
American on American crime. That's crazy.
I can't.
When there's
I
a
can't
Canadian
believe
sitting
that
right
happened.
here.
I kind of did my overbullying of Izzy yesterday in Maddie's live, so I'm not going to do that today.
Izzy just wanted a spot.
Hi, Izzy.
No. I'm getting retribution for last night because of Todd. Naquan was in a MAGA live, and because of that, I got a signal to the MAGA live with no heads up of what it was. So I blame Todd for that.
Can we have a collective family meeting? Why the fuck? That's it.
We need an we need a
I
family
agree.
intervention or
Yeah, I
something.
get it. Yeah.
I specifically messaged for anyone. If you travel into the MAGA panels, I will not be following you in there. If you send me a bat signal to a MAGA panel, I ain't
Yeah, I'm
coming
not
in
going.
there.
Don't follow
No,
RJ anywhere.
No,
Yeah,
you know
don't
the
follow
RJ
RJ anywhere.
I made a troll account and they brought me up in an instant, and RJ messages me, "Give me the other," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Oh
I
my
was
god,
told
Neat
by
Pits
her
has a
African
fucking
American
profile
handler
picture
not
now.
to send her any more black alive.
Hey, don't make fun of my knee pits.
Has a profile picture now.
Hey, so technically, wouldn't last night have been police on police crime or veteran on veteran crime since both Todd and Izzy are veterans?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
They're
just
Americans first. God damn it, Canadian.
happened. So, and Todd said that he didn't summon. No, I never said that Todd summoned me, but Todd was in that live first, and Naquan saw him in that live, and then Naquan went on the panel, and then I got bat signaled by someone else. So I'm blaming Todd because if Todd was never in there, whole thing would have never happened.
My new favorite thing that I get recently is if I scroll into a MAGA panel.
That's
or
what Izzy sounds like right now.
It's exactly what he sounds like. If you want to cry, you can go to Canada.
You know what?
Also-
You'll be happy to hear that Donald Trump's tariffs had their effect on our economy. Are you happy? Do you support him now?
No, but
Freaking
goddamn it, I
1.6%.
don't like the bagged milk. But
No,
next you're
also
gonna
wait.
bag Dr.
Actually,
Pepper?
I have a question on that, but that Megan can vouch for me if it's correct or not. Doesn't Canada also have like gallon jugs as well?
Yes.
Along with the bags.
Yes.
I was told there was both.
I
was
have
told there was
actually,
both.
Want a
confession
pancake?
time, never dranken from a bag of milk.
Oh, so you're a fake Canadian. You're a psyop.
I'm a
Is
fake
that like a
Canadian.
sign or
Psyop.
Psyop. I don't drink the bag milk. What's the other thing I don't do?
I used to drink bagged milk when I was in elementary school, but
Do
that
you-
was
do you
like
have a
one of the
denim
schools in
tuxedo?
California.
I do not have a denim tuxedo. I
Who
would
the fuck
though.
was doing that? Justin Bieber or Michael Bublé?
I don't know, Canadians be doing
Marco Bublé. The
Mike-
denim
Michael
tuxedo has
Bublé?
been around longer
Michael
than
Bublé.
those two.
Michael.
Thought it was Michael Bubble.
No.
Oh my god.
What?
People
Alright,
There's
have
the
Alex,
voice
you're
of an
fired.
angel.
Why am I
I've seen it
fired?
so many times.
Just disrespected the French culture.
Michael Bublé. I know how to
He's not
sing.
even French. He's from Burnaby.
Yeah, he's not a French Canadian. There, we do have one. He's the host of the. He does The Bachelor in Paradise. I think he used to be on The Bachelor at one point in time.
I'll
Jesse
make your
something.
sausage.
He's French Canadian.
Fuck the Quebecois.
Isn't
Yeah, that's what.
Move
Isn't
it.
Olymp-
Oh, no.
I have never watched a single episode of The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
Okay.
I have.
Right here.
I've
Same.
seen bits
I
and
haven't
pieces on
either.
TikTok though, but I've never sat down to fully watch an episode.
I
It's
think
trash is how I decompress from this. Like I just have to watch trash.
you
want
will
I
sausage?
can't make myself watch fake reality TV.
I
I can't.
90 Day
I
Fiance
do watch
is my
something similar
favorite.
though.
90 Day Fiance, and then me and my mom, while I was growing up, I distinctly remember we would wake up in the morning and watch Say Yes to the Dress, and I would
I love
always,
Say Yes to the Dress.
I would always talk about how I want Randy to be the person to pick out my wedding dress. And ironically, when I got married the first time, it wasn't Randy, but her name was Rhonda, so it counted.
Canadian math.
Hey,
My stomach
Nikita,
has been
stop it.
what?
Nikita, no.
I know, I saw that. Nikita, be nice to my friend. My stomach has been gurgling for the last like 15 minutes or so now. It is hungry. I need to go eat, but I
So
love you all.
technically, Monica, sorry for
Yes.
interrupting.
No, you're
that's
fine.
actually your intestines doing
Well,
that, not your
I
tummy.
know, and it grosses me out.
I do have a question before we end. This is for Olive. Olive, are you going live? Because I was thinking about going live, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go live over you, so I just
No,
wanted
you're
to.
fine. If you want to go live, go live. I do have my live tonight. Not Kayla saying time to rate Olive. I'm going live tonight at 8 p.m.
Oslo, right?
Central with Oslo for the Department of Education today. So
Central time isn't real.
Do
You
y'all
know
want to know?
what?
Do y'all want to know a fun fact about intestines?
No,
No.
Probably
No.
not, but yeah.
you
No,
like
no,
me
no,
about
no.
the knee pit. That's
So-
blasphemy.
Is it the like having them like stretched out to a certain distance?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has something to do that. So I had a patient who had a bowel twist, right? And the only way to undo a bowel twist is to take the intestines out and then put them back in. So I got to help with that surgery. It was a lot of fun. And what I learned is all that you like whenever. So you put the large intestine back in place, like correct, right? And then the small intestine, you just kind of stuff it back in there, and then it sorts itself
It
out.
moves itself.
Ew,
Ugh.
I hate it.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's why.
All right,
No, that's
Canadian,
why
we'll make
especially
you a
during
deal.
like that's why especially during like C-sections, they'll just shove everything back in. They'll like when they move the intestines and get to the
God
uterus, they'll
forbid
just
I
shove them
talk
back
about a
in.
knee pit.
No
I
knee
would
pits
have
for you.
been just sitting on bars.
I'm
I
so
have a
tempted to clear out.
proposition for the
Joke's on you. I
Canadian.
like my bars.
No knee pits for you.
I want
I'm
to go
so
back to the
tempted.
time where I wasn't imagining intestines.
I'm
was
so
nice.
tempted to clear out your goal just so you can drop Izzy.
It's so mean.
Blame Izzy.
I
I have a
mean,
proposition for the
no.
Canadian.
I'm
Stop all of us anyway because Monica
Yes,
needs to
because
eat.
I'm going to go eat, but I love you all so much.
Love you.
Wee!
Wee.
No knee pits. Not the knee pits. Oh, darn it. I hate. Okay, I can do this. Wait, ready? Settings. Fix it. Switch it. Okay, I can do it. I believe in myself. All right, my friends. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Wes. Not Todd. Thank you, Izzy. I meant Todd got dropped because of Izzy. Let's remember that. Thank you guys so much for like really almost knocking out that entire gift goal today. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all for the swans to kick and the gifts no knee bits. I love you all so much. You guys really make it possible to keep supporting. Don't forget, we do have a friend within the community who does need help to get out of a dangerous situation. We are not spreading any more about their information, but we are trying to help them out. Through that, we are using a friend to garner that support. Her name is Trisha, if you know within our community, the wonderful Trisha. I have those links in my link tree. They are at the very top, her Venmo and her Cash App, so that she can get those funds to the person that we are trying to help within the community. If you can do that, we would really, really appreciate it. This person is such a huge supporter and we love them so much. So let's make sure that we are doing that. Never knee pits. I appreciate you all. I will be back on Tuesday, anywhere between 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. If you want to find other places to find me, I have my Instagram in my link tree. I also have a Discord. There's a little bit of a verification, but you can come in and do that. Have a great weekend, Chris. If Chris is going to go live, guys, please make sure you're following Chris and go raid Chris from me here. And so you can watch his wonderful lives and make sure we are boosting that platform and boosting our communities and our friends. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Please have a great weekend and take care of yourselves. It's really struggle time out there. We know that. So make sure you're holding strong to your communities and your friends. Monty Raid is going to Chris right now. Let's go and do that. I love you all. Have a great weekend.